Good evening. This is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from my YouTube channel as I continue on my part series the week that was college football season review, next 66 college football season. Let's get into it. This is week 11 from November 24th to November 26th, 1966. Let's get into it. Now, there were three Thanksgiving games that was played on November 24th that stood out. Number one, Virginia Tech blew out Virginia Military 70-12. As the bowl-bound Virginia Tech Hokies finished its best season since 1954, as two successful onside kickoffs contributed to touchdowns en route of Virginia Military. Halfback Tommy Francisco, who rushed for 133 yards, scored 6 times, and Taylor and Ken Barefoot caught 2 touchdowns. Cadets quarterback Bill Elliott was forced to throw throughout and was able to weather fierce Gobbler's rush to sandwich touchdown passes on either side of half. Next, in Thanksgiving, Oklahoma upset number 4 Nebraska 10-9 for the second time in the last 3 years. Oklahoma Sooners spoiled an unbeaten season of Nebraska. Sooners led 7-3 at halftime on quarterback Bobby Warmack's 48-yard touchdown to wingback Eddie Hinton. Fullback Dick Davis crashed over in third quarter to give the Huskers 9-7 lead, but Oklahoma defensive back Bob Stevenson blocked coverage and kick Sooners big kicker Mike Bacon, who had to battle fierce wind on a 33-yard field goal try in the first quarter. Missed a chip shot 23-yard field goal on early in the fourth quarter that would have placed OU back in the lead. So Nebraska threat was stopped on downs at the Sooners' 24-yard line late in the fourth quarter. And Oklahoma used a surprise 19-yard run by fullback Gary Harper. So normally odd formation blocker to set up Bacon's winning 21-yard field goal with 48 seconds left. So Huskers defensive end Jerry Patton laid out and barely missed, getting his fingertips on Bacon's three-pointer. So Nebraska roared back, moving into OU territory, but passed by quarterback Bob Churchich was picked off by defensive back Rodney Crosswhite on game's last snap. Texas beat Texas A&M by a score of 22-14. Army beat Navy 20-7. Holy Cross defeated Boston College 32-26. Virginia beat North Carolina, scored by a score of 21-14. South Carolina lost to Clemson as Clemson copped the ACC crown and closed disappointing first season for Coach Paul Diesel at South Carolina. Clemson beat South Carolina 35-10. Miami upset number 9 Florida 21-16. Jumping to a healthy 21-3 third quarter lead, Miami held on to win Battle of the Bowl-bound Sunshine Staters. Hurricanes quarterback Bill Miller, who had 271 yards of total offense, made 3 big plays. Number 1, 46-yard pass to Jed Cox that set up a fullback touchdown, Doug McGee, for first quarter touchdown. Touchdown pass to halfback Steve Smith and his 40-yard touchdown run. Finally, Florida got going as quarterback Steve Spurrier threaded 6-yard touchdown pass to wide receiver Paul Evelson and pitched Gators into the position for halfback Larry Smith's 30-yard touchdown draw. Clock expired with on-charging Florida reaching Miami 30-yard line. Georgia, the number 7 team in the country, defeated Georgia Tech by a score of 23-14. Now, this is a matchup of 2 top 10 teams. Number 7 Georgia against number 5 Georgia Tech, and number 7 Georgia beat number 5 Georgia Tech 23-14. So the brilliance of defensive tackle George Patton of number 7 Georgia helped spoil a perfect season of number 5 Georgia Tech. As Patton closed his great career with an interception from recovery and tip pass that turned into defensive end Larry Combs' interception late in the second quarter. Bulldogs bit first as tailback Kent Lawrence fielded early punt, swung right behind wall blockers, rambled past diving defensive back Doc Harvin at Yellow Jackets' 30-yard line for a 71-yard touchdown return. Now, Georgia Tech tailback Lenny Snow ran 53 yards on 9 carries on a 96-yard march, capped by quarterback Ken King's 6-yard touchdown run for short-lived 7-6 edge in the second quarter. So quarterback Kirby Moore hit passes of 11 and 23 yards and ran 16 yards to set up Georgia fullback Brad Johnson's go-ahead touchdown at 14-7 in the second quarter. After Cohen's interception returned to Georgia Tech 17-yard line, kicker Bob Eder knocked through first of its 3 field goals for 17-7 halftime match for Cotton Bowl bound Bulldogs. Patton defensive tackle partner Bill Stanfield key Bulldogs defense that shut down Jackets in the second half, except for a 4-yard touchdown sweep by quarterback Larry Good in the last 5 seconds. Mississippi beat Mississippi State 24-0. Southern Methodist shutout Texas Christian by a score of 21-0, beating TCU for the only third time in the 20 years SMU won its first Southwest Conference title since 1948. Arizona State beat Arizona 20-17. And finally, in battle of 2 top 10 teams, number 1 Notre Dame shut out and beat number 10 Southern California 51-0. Seeking to impress the posters, Notre Dame definitely did that when they visited the largest loss margin on Southern California in the 40-year rivalry and worst in Trojan history to date. Its quarterback Coley O'Brien hit 21-31 for 255 yards and 3 touchdowns, and Jim Seymour caught 11 passes for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now Trojans gained 188 yards of offense, but crossed midfield, but twice with best penetration going to Irish 10-yard line. Only moment of cheer for USC was wide receiver Earl McCullough's block of conversion kick. The occasion dominated Irish post-game mood after a week of criticism over tie with Michigan State. I would say we went out to prove we are number 1, said Coach Ara Parseghian. And we did, didn't we? AP writers agreed, voting Notre Dame to top spot on Monday. So that concludes the look at on the week that was college football history review for week 11, November 24th to November 26th, 1966. The AP polls November 28th look like this. Number 1, Notre Dame. Michigan State, number 2, Alabama, number 3, 4, Georgia, number 5, UCLA, number 6, Nebraska, number 7, Purdue, number 8, Georgia Tech, number 9, Miami, and number 10, Southern Methodist. So let me get into also week number 12 to conclude the regular season of college football in 1966. December 3rd, 1966, Alabama shut out Auburn 31-0 as Alabama fans try to promote their team with signs like Bama plays football, Notre Dame plays politics. In your heart, you know we're number 1. Arrow plays the tie, bear to win. Despite the nation's top scoring defense, Bama was doomed to finish 3rd in the AP poll with 7 of 56 first-place votes. Auburn stayed close to tie for scoreless first quarter, but was done in by a fumble interception and fell 4th down gamble at midfield. So Alabama opened scoring with a spectacular 63-yard rollout bomb from quarterback Kent Stabler to end Ray Perkins. Tigers quarterback Loran Carter threw interceptions to tie linebacker Wayne Owen, which allowed kicker Steve Davis 23-yard field goal for 17-0 halftime lead. So Oklahoma State beat Oklahoma 15-14 as Oklahoma State defensive backs Charles Tribble and Willard Nargan buried Oklahoma halfback Ron Schatz to spoil a 2-point pass with 1:29 on the clock in the fourth quarter. So it gave Cowboys the second straight win over Sooners after 19 losses in a row. In the second quarter, Cowboys quarterback Ronnie Johnson scored on a 10-yard run and added 2-point pass to halfback Tommy Boone. Oklahoma tied at 8-8 in third quarter on first of shots, 2 touchdowns, and quarterback Bobby Womack 2-point pass. And early in fourth quarter, Johnson scored again, and kicker Craig Kessler booted and what proved to be a winning point. So that includes a look at the regular season of college football, 1966. The final AP poll is December 5th, look like this. But number 1, Notre Dame. Number 2, Michigan State. Number 3, Alabama. Number 4, Georgia. Number 5, UCLA. Nebraska. Number 6. Number 7, Purdue. Number 8, Georgia Tech. Number 9, Miami. Southern Methodist. So I'm going to look at the bowl games tomorrow and look at all the stats and all that. So that concludes the look at 1966 regular season as a whole. Tomorrow I'll go over the conference standings and the bowl season of 1966, include the season of college football. So that concludes the look at that. Please like and subscribe to the channel. That concludes look at week number 11. The games that were played on November 24th to November 26th, 1966. And the 2 games that were played on December 3rd, 1966. December 3rd, 1966. And the games are played on November 24th, November 24th to November 26th, 1966. That's week 11. And week 12, December 3rd, 1966. That's week 12. So that includes a regular season conclusion. Tomorrow I do, if I have time, if I'll be able to do it, I'll talk about the bowl games that were played in 1966 season and go over the stats and the conference standings and all that other good stuff. And the All-American team and the statistics, everything like that. To conclude, look at 1966 college football season. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Do a video of this magnitude real soon. Until then, talk to you soon.